So would you like to start?
Yeah, go first.
Okay, sure. I'm from Singapore, and Singapore is sorry. What do you know about Singapore again?
Why I came here? Because it was the furthest destiny.
The stereotype of Australia and Sydney is about like kangaroos, wallabies, koalas, and blonde surfers. That's it.
At the moment, we have about over 7,000 international students that are doing postgraduate. I think people tend to get homesick or adjustment problems.
For me, when the first time I came, the impressions were a bit wrong because I thought I would have a lot of fun and like it's a big city with a lot of beach, but I don't have much friends here other than like who I hang out with.
It is really difficult to move from your culture and start a new life in another country, completely different. Life is completely different.
What I've seen is like there's an international student group, and within the group there are some little groups, usually depending on the background.
If you go Korea and stuff like that, you will see one Aussie student crew, one Asian crew.
Yeah, that's right.
But you don't usually see mixed students all together, like international students.
So I've seen some European getting only with Europeans, Asian only getting with Asian.
They feel more comfortable within their own culture. They may venture out. I mean, the English is good enough. They can venture out to talk with other people, interact with other students.
I remember once at our house there was that famous comedian and everyone was laughing and I was like, I don't have any of the Australian humor. That's kind of difficult.
It's the Australian accent. That's it. It's pretty hard to understand. Yeah. Don't really open the mouth.
You're in an English-speaking country. If you can't speak English well enough, it will be easy for you to get misunderstood by other people, and especially when there's so many accents going on. Like it's hard to understand English as it is, when someone else speaks in a different accent.
With Koreans and people from Hong Kong, they're maybe more shy. Like they're afraid to do mistakes. They seem to be afraid to do mistakes with Australians, and like so they try not to talk too much. And like Australians sometimes don't understand them or try to enhance them to talk, but it's hard. So in the end, there's less interaction.
I think people are just not tolerant enough to actually deal with differences.
Definitely there's many difficulties speaking with the local and stuff like that.
And they would never feel comfortable talking to local students because either they're conscious about their language ability or they don't actually understand. They worry about other people not understanding them as well.
If you come into a country and then mixing with the people from the countries, there's no point coming in. You can just stay in your home country and that's it.
So basically, if you can break down that barriers, the language barriers, and you just get down to the fact that we are actually basically the same. There's no reason that just because someone's skin color is very dark, then you feel sort of like, I'm not sure, or the language is slightly different. How am I going to just talk to the other person? I think it can. It just depends on how much confidence they have in themselves.
Go to pubs. That's the best way to meet people.
I've never met my Aussie mates.
Australia is like, it's a lot of beaches and like beaches, yeah.